Alright, guys. We're gonna have some fun. I was sitting here doing some work on the machinima for the Google for the gaming channel, and I saw this come up on my YouTube feed. Haven't seen it. Going to react to it, but it's titled "My Girlfriend is Trans, but I'm Not Gay. Love, Don't Judge." Okay, you're lying to yourself, sir. Yes, you are gay. But at the very least, you're bi. Because, yeah. But... Right. Let's jump into it, and let's see what the gay guy has to say for himself.
This is Jesse. He fell in love with Cassidy.
Okay, so for a start, the first thing I'm noticing is he's getting around in like wife beater t-shirts. He's obviously a gym bro. He goes to the gym. There seems to be a little bit of insecurity here. Like, could the guy beat my ass? Yeah, sure. But you'd still be gay. Like, he seems really insecure with himself. You know, that he's got the tats, he's got the wife beater, he goes to the gym. You know, the first 3 seconds is him flexing and, you know, like, yeah, look at me. At the very least, he loves the attention. Or at the very least, loves himself. And also is also gay or bi.
Jesse. He fell in love with Cassidy.
I'm a proud trans woman.
Jesse was raised in a strict...
Right. So, hang on. Which one's Jesse?
He fell in love with Cassidy.
Right. So, Jesse is the guy. Gotcha.
I'm a proud trans woman.
You're a proud trans woman. Okay, sweetie. Look, is she passable? Yeah. You're walking down the street. You'd probably say, yeah, it's probably female. I will say the face is still very masculine. Very man-shaped face.
Jesse was raised in a strict conservative family.
One thing I was definitely taught was a natural woman is who you're supposed to be with.
So like, all the photos of him are like flexing without his shirt on. You know, like, I don't know. I just get like the douchebag gym bro, and I'm not saying all gym bros are douchebag, obviously. I got mates at gym bros, but like, I get like the douchebag gym bro look, and like, yeah, dude, you really seem like you're like insecure about being gay.
And if you're with anybody else, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this family.
And that.
But I just want to say that's wrong to say that. If I had a son who was attracted to a trans person, I can't say that on camera. Yeah, look, I would be disappointed. I would be like, yeah, but son, you're gay. But, or bi at the very least. So here's the thing, right? All right, let's get into logistics. If she still has a penis, obviously there's no front hole. Unless she's gone full surgery down there, right? So he's doing her in the ass. Does she peg him? These are the questions that we ask here on this show, right? Does she peg him? Does that make him gay too? Like, I would say, bro, like, if your girlfriend's got a dick, then at the very least you're bi.
Their relationship has caused a stir with loved ones.
The main misconception that people have is that he's gay.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It's not a misconception, sweetie. It's a reality.
I was very apprehensive.
Right.
I didn't know that he was open to having a relationship with a trans girl.
What he meant to say was, I didn't know he was gay, is what he's meant to say. Like, every shot of this guy is like him, like, flexing in front of the camera. This guy is a walking billboard for insecurities. He's in Florida too, which is like...
I'm Jesse.
Which makes sense. He said his family was conservative, so it makes sense.
And this is my partner Cassidy, who's a trans woman.
Yeah, you're a bisexual gay.
Jesse and I met off of Instagram. The first thing I saw was muscles. And so I was like, okay.
I actually messaged her and I let her.
Yet again, another photo with him no shirt, muscles, doing the pose, you know, like ding ding ding, insecurities. Can we have you please? Line 3, insecurities.
Her know that.
And yet again, another photo. Again, without a shirt on. Again, flexing in front of the camera. Again, insecurities. Line 3, ding ding ding, second goal.
She's beautiful.
Oh, good. Line 3, insecurities, ding ding ding, third call.
We were about 3 or 4 messages in, and she said, hey, I just want to let you know that, you know, I'm sorry if it changes the dynamic of things, but I'm a trans woman.
Yeah, what she meant to say was she's a guy that dresses up as a... Obviously, credit to her for going through and being up honest about it. So, kudos to her for doing that.
And I said, no, sweetheart. You don't have to apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman.
I don't believe him. And
You don't have to apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman.
See her face there? I think that's bullshit. Watch her face. We'll rewind it again.
No, sweetheart. You don't have to apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman.
You can sort of see, like, she sort of, like, looks away as to say, like, not exactly true.
Apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman.
Yeah. I don't believe him.
It was a beautiful moment, and we kicked it off ever since.
We faced a lot of judgment when we started our relationship.
Maybe because you're putting it online. Like, why the judgment? Because you're literally advocating for people to judge you? I put videos on YouTube. Could you imagine if I got upset because people judged the videos? Oh my god, why do you judge my videos that I put online? And it's the same thing with them, right? Oh my god, why do you judge my relationship I put online?
I think the main misconception that people have with our relationship is that he's gay.
No, he is gay, or bi at the very least. Yes, he is gay. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but dude, you're sleeping with a person with a dick. You're gay.
I've received the whole load of hate comments.
It's sad that she gets hate comments, but I want to know, what do you mean by hate comments? Are you talking about hate comments like, oh my god, you're so gay? Or are you like, oh my god, you're gay, go F and die in a hole? You know, like, there's a very big difference between those two comments. I get people that go, especially when I first started this channel, they used to claim my videos were shit and that I should give up. You know? Did I sit there and go, oh my god, people claim my videos were shit? No, I laughed and said, you're probably right.
Being like, you'll never be a woman, how dare you? A lot of...
Biologically speaking, they are right. You will never be a woman. You have chromosomes. They are male chromosomes. I always get XX and XY confused, but they are male chromosomes. No matter what you do, sweetie, you will not be born a woman. You will always be born a man. It sucks that people say that, sure. But the reality of the situation is, biologically speaking, they were right.
Religious comments too.
There's always going to be religious zealots. I also wonder, are they particularly like from some Middle Eastern countries, or were they Christian? I imagine they were probably more from countries like Pakistan or, you know, Iran or Iraq or whatever. Pakistan especially. They give people in Pakistan free flights off roofs. It's a real cheap airline.
About how I should kill myself.
That's what I always laughed about, like the gays for Palestine, and I was just like, you effing tossers. Like, no offense, but you have no idea. You go to Palestine and literally, I want you to walk down the main street of Palestine waving a gay pride flag, and we'll see how far you get. They will literally throw you off a roof.
You're going to hell. So this one says, sir, lipstick and heels doesn't make you a woman. You can't change biology. You can't change chromosomes. You are just an insecure guy who didn't accept his body, so you did plastic surgery. Keep living in your fantasy.
Look, it's mean to say, sure. But, like, to be honest, biologically speaking, they are right. Lipsticks and heels do not make you a woman. You can't change your biology and can't change your chromosomes. They are 100% right.
It definitely gets to me sometimes, but I can't.
By the way, the one instance of, like, showing that, it's like, oh my god, here's one instance of someone saying something that, to be honest, wasn't even remotely mean. Like a little bit mean. But, like, if that's the meanest comment that you can pull up on your Instagram, like, sweetie, you need to join a Call of Duty lobby.
I can't let it affect my day because I'm used to it. At the beginning of it, I couldn't help but think it was my fault
Notice the tattoos on her.
for all the backlash.
Tattoos on women normally, especially when they start doing, like, sleeves and stuff, it's normally because of insecurity. Same as guys. If guys get tattoos just because, like, for the sake of tattoos, it's normally insecurities. If there's, like, a special meaning, then obviously that's different. Like, I want to get 2 tattoos. An Egyptian ankh on my shoulder and a devil chick on my back. The ankh on my shoulder is literally the Egyptian ankh for, like, eternity. And the devil chick is literally because, like, there's the devil on my shoulder. Like, yeah.
That Jesse was receiving, but we persevered through everything, and it was something that really made us stronger.
I want to say, at the end of the day, like, if you were, like, so bothered by this, you wouldn't do it or post it online. Like, you've literally opened up the internet to, like, your relationship, and now you're getting upset because some people are commenting on it. Like, yeah. Also, once again, still has no shirt. Does this guy own a freaking shirt? Someone send him a shirt in the mail.
My upbringing was probably a little more intense than the most. I was brought up around a very masculine family, very toxic masculinity household.
Oh my god, he literally uses the phrase toxic masculinity. Could this guy be any more of a fucking beta?
I was always taught to act out, be the tough guy. Natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and that's it. And if you're with anybody else, if you're gay, if you're ever with a trans girl, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this.
It's sad that that's happened and that his family was like that. I presume they obviously are not like that now, but, like, I wonder if that's, like, a social norm or what. But, like, it also does make you wonder, his insecurities about being gay, or bisexual at the very least, makes you wonder how much of that is rooted in how he was talked to when he was a kid. Like, if he keeps getting told by his family and friends when he's a kid, if you date a man, you're gay. If you date a man, you're gay. Don't be gay, blah, 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 blah. And then he grows up and he's sort of attracted to this guy that looks like a girl. You know, like, makes you wonder if, like, you know, like, he's on the spectrum. I think it was Blair White that said this, and we'll play this part. So this is what Blair White had to say about it. Now, full disclosure, she's a trans woman. She has dated a guy who is a male. So she has some skin in the game. Let's see what she has to say.
Approach me in a bar, approach me in the gym. Never. Now, do I...
So she's just saying then, she's never had a...
pursue me sexually, romantically. You don't have, because you don't live the life of a trans woman. I have never had a gay man pursue me sexually, romantically, approach me in a bar, approach me in the gym. Never. Now, do I think that having sex with or dating a trans woman is straight? I think it's its own sexuality. I think it's somewhere in between on the Kinsey scale, and I think that that's common sense. I think that if you have...
So what I gather she's saying there is that basically, if you're sleeping with a trans person, you're probably bi. Right? She talks about the Kinsey scale. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, like, yeah, it's like being straight, being gay. It's not a binary thing. It is like, you know, you do have people that are, you know, like, it's a sliding scale. There are people that are obviously closer to the straight. There are obviously people closer to the gay. And then you got people in the middle. So at the end of the day, even a trans woman is saying that it's basically that.
Have one person in this relationship, in this sexual encounter, whose body is nuanced in the sense of breasts and a penis and feminized elsewhere, but still born biologically male, that's inherently a gray area of sexuality. And I don't understand why. I'm not one of these people who thinks that there's all this gray area with like sex, like biological sex itself. I don't think that there's 76 biological sexes. I don't think there's 87 genders. But clearly, to anyone who's like ever lived in the world and met different types of people, sexuality is a spectrum.
Yeah. Oh. And that's what I would say, that going back to this guy here, is that basically he is bisexual. Or at least, you know, like 10%, 20% gay, at least. But let's keep going.
And out of this family. My friends and family, at first, they were shocked because the alpha masculine tatted up male is now dating.
Okay, dude, if you're calling yourself alpha, you're not alpha. Just, yeah.
Dating a transgender woman. My family was worried about their reputation, not mine. The whole entire world's gonna know my son's gay. He's dating a trans girl. So we're gonna FaceTime Jordan right now. This is a best friend of mine who's been through with me through all points of my life. So we'll give him a call and see what he has to say, because he was reluctant on our relationship in the beginning. Jordan, what's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
So, I wanted to ask you a couple questions about my relationship, because I know it's been a lot. How did you first feel about hearing that I was dating a woman like Cassidy that's trans?
Oh my god, my mate's bi. That would be what I'd think. Or, cool, my mate's bi. Whatever.
You know, definitely a little shocked and apprehensive.
Yeah, because you
got blown up back here at home.
Because you didn't expect your friend to be bi. That's you saw your mate as this tattered alpha up male, as he likes to call it, and then all of a sudden you hear he's dating a dude. Sorry, sweetie. Like I say, like the comment said, lipstick and nails does not make you feminine or female. Your chromosomes are still male. And don't get me wrong, she's very passable, but you can still sort of see like the jawline and stuff like that. Like, you can still tell it's masculine.
You know, knowing you my whole life, I didn't know that, you know, I didn't see that.
One of the first things that probably came out was probably he's gay.
People definitely have that perspective on it. I was just very much confused.
I was confused too. Cassidy educated me and said, no, honey, you're straight. Don't you look at me like a woman? I said, yeah. She's
Okay, by that logic, sticking feathers up your ass makes you a chicken, I suppose. Eating cat food makes you a cat? Like, obviously not. I'm sorry, no.
She's like, so where do you find the word gay? And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not gay at all.
Yeah, it's gay because she has a penis. It's the penis that makes it gay.
I'm an alpha male that's attracted to femininity, and
I'm an alpha male. You have to say you're alpha male, you're not alpha, bro, for a start. And obviously you're not attracted to femininity because, like, at the end of the day, that jawline is pretty masculine. Right? Like, sure, maybe you saw the tits and ass and thought, oh, yeah, right, I'd like to bang that. And maybe you thought she was female when you first saw her because she definitely passes. But when you pull the pants down and there's a penis looking at you, it's obviously not masculine. Or feminine, sorry.
That's exactly what I got right here.
What was your first impression of hearing that Jesse was dating a trans girl?
I didn't know that he was
Gay?
having a relationship with the trans girl. So
You didn't know. Notice he paused it there. He was going to say, I didn't know he was gay. Right. Or bi. Like I said, I think he's bi.
it was shocking to me at first. It was new for all of us, but when I saw how happy Jesse was, that all my transgressions went out the window.
That's the thing. Like, if he's happy, who cares? Well, the reason the internet cares is because he's forcing it down people's throat, and he seems to be insecure about the fact that he's bisexual or gay or whatever. Like, that's the reason why the internet is stirring him, is because of the fact that he is, well, he's sleeping with a guy. Let's call a spade, right? It's a guy. It's got male chromosomes.
And I realized it doesn't matter to me.
Also, her hands are almost as big as his. Like, there's definitely things that no matter what she does, she's going to be able to make them less masculine. The fact that her hands are so big, her feet are probably big, she's got the masculine jawline. There are definitely things in her that are obviously more male, masculine orientated.
It's what makes Jesse happy.
I really appreciate you, Jordan, for seeing me as I am and not...
But he does see you as you are, and that is a guy. Because he literally had to pause when he was saying, I didn't realize he was... And he was going to say gay. That's what he was going to say, right? Everybody thinks that he was going to say gay.
what other people say about me and
Why do you care what... Oh, wait, you're an influencer. Of course you care.
what other people project onto me.
Like I said, Jesse's happiness is what matters to me.
Awesome, Jordan. You're the best.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you. You know I love you since day one.
I just noticed he's got a shirt on, but it is still a wife beater or tank top, so... Does it count?
And ain't nothing ever gonna change over here.
No doubt, bro. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
You gotta be careful when you say love him, because it might mean a whole different thing.
It's been amazing seeing my best friends eventually come around, and my mother and some of my uncles and aunts. It's truly
And I
amazing.
never had that, you know, somebody's family give me that type of love and appreciation before.
And this is the thing. If you're happy, who cares? Why did you feel the need to go onto this show? Oh, wait, let me guess. Her Instagram is in the bio? Ah! They're both influencers. That's why they went on the show. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I always knew I was a woman. I started
But you're not, sweetie. You're a guy. You got male chromosomes.
transitioning when I was 14.
If you were a woman, you wouldn't have had to transition. The fact that you've had to transition into a woman proves that you were not born a female. You were born male. You are a guy.
And at that time, it was not spoken about.
I also wonder too, like, there's obviously things like height, for example. Like, most girls are on average about 5'6", right? But like, there's a fair chunk of them that are like 5'3". I'm guessing her height is closer to 5'9" or 5'10", which is, by the way, the average height for a male.
And I had to do it in the safety and the privacy of my room, my bedroom. And that was the only time when I got to be myself. I have found it definitely hard to date.
But you better be careful with the screenshots or those shots, because people might see the sausage.
Definitely hard to date as a trans woman guys, most of the time, I don't think is ready to put that out there in the world.
No, you mean guys most times don't want to date a male. That's what you mean.
Where it's something that they see or their family sees as taboo or something that's non-traditional, and it's been really hard to go through that. My family reacted to the relationship, I think, more cautious than anything from what I've dealt with in the past. Relationships with abuse and trauma, they were scared, they were nervous, they saw
notice
the
they're not-
pictures, they were like, oh God.
You notice they're not showing her height? The photos of them walking along the beach and stuff, it's always shots of like her feet and like from like the waist down or like up to like eye level. They're not showing you her height in relation to him. It's because there's biological facts that stop you from being a woman. There's biological facts that will prove that you were born male.
A tatted up, biker, they were like, Cassidy, what are you doing? And I was like, no, like you have to meet him, like you have to, see him and feel his energy.
Cassidy's changed my life.
See, like,
for the better.
even then, they let her sit down and then he comes into the shot. No, I can't find anywhere in here where they're both standing side by side. They've gone to like, oh, here we go. Look at that, eh? Those heights, those heights, bro. Those heights kind of prove that she's not a woman.
Cautious. Tatted up, have to, see him and feel his energy.
Cassidy's changed my life for the better because she is slowly helping remove the hate that's been instilled in me since a kid.
Just knowing that I have somebody that fully supports me, no matter what I do, he's always there for me.
Our message is, don't be scared to embrace who you love. Because if I was still scared to let it out to this world, I would be hiding everything that is so beautiful about us. But instead...
My God, this guy's such a flex. He is projecting so hard. He literally has a protein shake. That's what he's got there. It's a protein shake, most likely. Protein shake. Oh, look at me. I'm a tough, masculine male. I'm an alpha male. Oh, I'm going to drink protein shakes and flex in all my photos. Oh, look at me flex. Oh. It sounds like you're projecting a little bit there, bro, because you're bi.
I let it out there.
Throughout our hardships and throughout us being judged so much in our relationships, we want to show that it's still possible to live a happy relationship and
yeah, it is. No one's saying you can't live a happy relationship. And look, if this makes him happy, then go for it. Hell, more women for me. Right? But at the end of the day, don't sit there and say that you're dating a woman or that you're not gay or bisexual, because guess what? You are. I'm sorry. Facts. Like, it was like the video responded with like Tom McDonald and Ben Shapiro. It's facts. You are gay or bisexual. Probably bisexual. You've probably had female partners in the past. I'm guessing you're bisexual. And look, she's passable. Yeah. Close your eyes. Maybe ignore the voice a little bit. You can definitely say that she passes as a woman. Obviously, it helps. Like, he's probably only, 10-20% gay or bisexual.
even care about what people think.
Yes, you do. You're an influencer. Of course you do. Influencers totally care what people think. Alright, so it's funny because, like, here's all the comments, right? Generally question anyone that calls himself alpha male. Good, fair point. We'll give that a like. Douche, I'm not a guy. I'm not gay. I'm alpha. And then, the lie detector proves that it was a lie. Good for them fighting each other. As a trans lady, it's baffling to me how judgmental people can be about other people's situations. Well, they literally put themselves on the internet. So don't get upset when you get judged. I've dated some guys and totally annoyed me how insecure they were about other perspectives and opinions about their interest in me. You mean they didn't want to date you because they later found out that you were trans? It's called preferences, sweetie. If you have to tell people that you're alpha, you're not alpha. Right. Congratulations, you played yourself.
This is Jessie.
Oops. You pretend I'm a woman. I'll pretend you're straight. Okay, I like that actually. I'm a natural biological woman, but for a lot of people think I'm trans. It's a rumor that followed me around my whole life. No such thing as alpha human beings. It's anybody who claims to be alpha is the exact type of person that I would expect to tell them that they're gay. Don't deny it, just accept it. I appreciate he's saying he was born a man off the bat. Yeah. A life defined by tattoos and kid-size shirts. I'm an alpha male and I'm attracted to femininity. Laughing that loud. Let them be happy. We don't have to label everything. Darling, you don't get it. It's the fact that, and by the way, the fact that you also didn't say, no, she's a woman, proves that you don't even believe it. It's not a case of the fact that everybody's sort of like not letting them be happy. People are just calling them out for like deluding themselves. If I had a grandfather that talked to the radio and thought he was hearing God, I would probably try and get him some help. Just saying. But yeah, obviously the video itself has got 7,600 downvotes, 5.6 thousand upvotes. So it's not gone very well. And a lot of people are under the presumed innocence or presumed verdict that you're gay or bisexual. So, like I say, if it makes him happy, then at the end of the day, who cares? If he's happy with him, if they're happy together, then at the end of the day, like, who cares? Obviously, look, at the end of the day, more females for me. If these two are happy, then knock yourselves out. I really don't give two shits. I just care when you sit there and you're trying to make out that you're a woman when you're really not. That's when I say, hey, no, like, come on, let's cut the shit. You're a man. You got lipstick and nails. Doesn't make you a woman. You're a born male. If you want to call yourself a trans woman, then fine. But you were still born a male. Guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, the video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. We are back. We are doing videos, and we will be doing the show, the podcast, or the live show every day. I'm probably going to start it up probably the week after this coming. I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to get back into this week. I've got to work out my schedule and stuff. But I've still got to make an announcement video about all that. But I just saw this, thought, hey, let's do a video. Let's have a little bit of fun. So let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section. Apart from that, guys, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. And to quote Ice-T, you gay, bro. You gay.